I'm Dr. Mariannecintron, founder of Step by Step Dyslexia Solutions. I received a comment on one of my blog posts that addressed assessing adults for dyslexia, and I want to share that comment with you. But first, I want to share and celebrate an award I recently received. You can see that. It's a beautiful award from the Global Society of Female Entrepreneurs, and the award is for social impact. I was one of the award finalists out of hundreds of ladies for this organization. And I also received a smaller, beautiful trophy for the Lady in Blue nominee. Anyway, that was a blessing. And I received a Senate certificate for honored to join the Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs. And it's just nice that they recognized my contribution to helping dyslexic people be successful. So I want to share this comment on the blog. This woman wrote, "I just got fired because I kept messing up on small things. I am, or I was, a dental assistant for a man who, while I was getting fired, told me, 'You just don't measure up to my standards because you've hit a glass ceiling.' He says, like you don't, like you were doing well, but you've hit your limit and it's all you can do." And then he proceeded to tell me that I got my tooth numbers mixed up. And he said, "Is that a part of your ADHD or what is that?" And she said, "I felt as small as an ant." She replied, "No, sir, it's called dyslexia." And she said, "I'm saddened how so many small businesses don't understand what dyslexia is and that it's a learning difference and it's a reading disorder." She said, "It affects a person's whole life. The way I interact with others, my mind is going quicker than I can speak, and my math solving skills are all affected by dyslexia." So she said, if you have dyslexia as an adult, her advice is don't give up, get some help. You are greater than all these small-minded people out there who don't know how to look outside the box. And so I want to share with you that I'm here to help you. I assess adults for dyslexia, and it'll help you in your career choices. We know that dyslexia affects the areas that dyslexic people thrive in are entrepreneurism, architecture, engineering, and the arts. And architecture and engineering, you need degrees. For the arts, you might need degrees, and you need accommodations. You need more time on your test. You need to be able to give your test orally. And you may need to take less problems. If you can prove you know what the problem is and answering it twice, why do the same kind of a problem 5 or 6 times? So one of the stories I like to share is about 18 years ago, when I first started learning about using music to help dyslexic people, I met an adult who had dyslexia, and he used the reading program that I was using 18 years ago that used music as well. And he was so happy that I was carrying the banner for this one woman who mentored me, carrying the torch. He said he used to have friends fill out his job applications for him, and it made him feel like a liar and a cheat just because he couldn't read and fill out his own job applications. He couldn't go to a restaurant and order from a menu. And anyway, that's quite embarrassing for an adult. And then 2 or 3 years ago, I went to an elderly care facility to visit one of my dear sweet friends who's no longer with us. But I went to the elderly care center to have lunch with her and her husband. And the cashier was dyslexic. And it was in the receipt, so many errors of grammar rules that were not known. She could not spell dining room. She could not spell guest. She could not spell the man's name, which was Dale. And I helped her make some corrections, but I asked her, "Are you dyslexic?" And she says, "I am." And she said, "My daughter's dyslexic." So we had a conversation about how I could help her. But she said, I don't know why they put me in this position. I had a nice quiet office working with numbers, but they wanted me to be up front, and here I have to write receipts. And she says, I always mess up. The thing is, she can't remember the correct way to spell words. That's one thing with dyslexic people. They can memorize words, so they'll memorize sight words, which goes as a picture to the right side of their brain, but they cannot phonetically sound words out. So even though they're taught guest, G-U-E-S-T, dining room, D-I-N-I-N-G, her brain wants to double the N and spell dinning room. Her brain doesn't want to put U-E in the word guest. It wants to say gust. So these are grammar and phonics rules that they need to learn and retrain their brain. So anyway, I just want to let you know that my app, CDSM, has some music, classical music that you can listen to. Play it in your left ear while you read and while you do some work, study. It's a free download, and you can listen to the very first exercise, which is just classical music. Try it and see if it doesn't relieve the anxiety in your brain of reading, okay? So people who go to college who have dyslexia can get accommodations, and they will have more time on their tests, like I mentioned. So you need to reach out to me to get that assessment. I've had adults reach out to me because, first of all, they just want peace of mind to know whether or not they have dyslexia and what they need to do after that. I've had adults reach out to me because they want intervention, and they really wanted to see what level of reading they were at and what level of comprehension they were at. And then I've had adults reach out to me whose previous schools or employers have lost their documentation, and this person lost it as well. And so they just needed a reassessment. And I've had special ed directors just say that when I do my assessments, I nail it right on the head what the problems are. So very specifically, I can show the targeted areas of concern. So reach out to me. You can contact me on my website, dyslexia-solutions.com, or you can schedule a free consultation with me at meetmarianne.com. So I'm your dyslexia specialist. I'm here for you. I'm passionate about helping dyslexic children and dyslexic adults, and to raise awareness to everybody else, to let them know how creative these dyslexic people are. Dyslexia is a trait of genius. So let's unlock your genius. Bye-bye now. God bless you.